Yo, what's happening, world? My name's Raheem Flowers. It's been a hot minute since I made a video for this series, but we back at it with the confessions. So, recently, I've been feeling a lot better about my situations, about my relationships with my family, about the progression within my endeavors and what I deem to be ordeals. But now I'm in a much better place. I was doing too much venting and ranting and / complaining, but I'm starting to appreciate the things more in life. Ironically, one of the things that made me think about it was the manga to the sequel or trilogy of Naruto or Boruto, and there was a line that Sasuke's daughter Sarada said about Boruto Uzumaki, who's the son of Naruto, about how good he had it, and he did a lot of complaining. And I thought back to myself, that's something I did. I ranted and went and insulted my brother, my own mother, and my oldest brother back in like the end of May, and then I spoke about that in June earlier with my other confession, my previous confession. But now I'm just like, man, Raheem, that was really foolish of you, bro. That was stupid. I'm not even gonna sit here in front. But I accredit and attribute a lot of my changes and this metamorphosis I have to my woman, to brother Kel, baby Kel, to people that I've just encountered all throughout social media, and just me just learning more about myself and literally having conversations about myself, and just learning more about melanated or black people from the, I guess, antiquity, ancient history. Like, I'm still trying to finish up the Sumerians and go on to the ancient Iranians, which ironically there's a lot of issues going on in Syria right now. But the point is, I'm glad that I have this change. And I remember I had a dispute with my dad, and I would even say that he was really just aggravating me to the point where I wanted to say fuck him. But then I think you gotta have respect for your parents, especially your father, but both your mother and your father alike. And I'm proud to say that I've become the man that I am now, being more respectful to my peers, to my mother, to my brothers, to my sister, and even my sister and just thinking about to my woman, like whenever even we get into brief disputes, I look and I think about how I approach her, and I'm just a lot more aware, and I'm just, even though my self-awareness has always been very solid, it's a lot better now. And it's almost like instant. Usually, my confession videos are more melancholy, but I'm not feeling that way. I'm really not. I really do know that in my heart to hearts, things will get better. And then I got a lead on my missing homie from his aunt who practically basically raised him on Sunday midnight. So I feel relieved that I have a lead and an idea of his whereabouts, and I just know I got to keep pushing forward from this journey I started since 2010 as a kid, 17 going on 18, and now I'm 27 going on 28. So I've come a long way from that scrawny kid who was short-tempered and was very argumentative and even had my trollish ways and social ineptitude, to being this relatively young man with a beautiful sister on my side, my woman, and me assembling my own crew on some Monkey D. Luffy action. Yep. Doing my best not to curse, because I ain't on that right now. But yeah, that's really where I'm at, man, mentally, spiritually, and I'm even growing physically, but yeah. And I'm still trying to sharpen my mind from every lead that I find, every Amazon book that I find and put on my wish list. That's where I'm at. This beautiful skyline is a reflection on where my mind has been at and where I want it to continue to be, even though you can't have sunshine without rain. can't have joy without pain. It's that simple. Okay, I'm gonna expound on what I said. This is the PS. I called my brothers and my own mom a coon, and we got in a big argument about it. And my brother told me that, you know, me being 27, I ain't had nothing to show for it. And you know what? I wasn't, and I'm still to a lesser degree at that bottom of my life. And I also have to acknowledge the fact that I didn't communicate with my younger brother, the one I spoke about in my previous video, part 5, Muhammad. In the course of 2019, I've said very little. And then thinking about a conversation I had with my dad this past Friday about how we all have scattered with one another socially and all this confusion, but he is right about one thing. At least on my end, I can't speak for my siblings and the rest of my family. I was definitely confused about a lot of things, but that was just due to my ignorance and due to my lack of experiences. It wasn't for the reasons that he accused, and I understand that I do put people in that situation where I make things perplexed or confusing because I don't like to clarify, and I don't like to tell people about my business these days. I fell back heavily on that due to my lack of trust in people and just me wanting to work on myself, because this is just a belief that I have. This is nothing personal. This is nothing to disrespect any individual. I'm the type of person where I like to substantiate my presence, my existence, and anything that I'm going for. I'm not saying every conversation got to be so deep and profound and groundbreaking, but I like to be in a good headspace, and I like to emanate and transfer and spread that positive energy. When I know that I'm down and low, I don't even like bringing that energy to people, and that's how I see it. That's just my respect and consideration for people who I love and care about. I don't want to even be around people when I know that I'm in a bad space. And my woman always tells me how she would be there for me no matter where I'm at, positive or negative. But that's just personally my perspective on that. Even speaking to Brother Kel recently, who honestly is like a godfather to me, and I'm like his disciple in a way. And I've been told that. Shout out to Ted too. I've been told that, and I really do believe that. I spoke to him this past Friday about my encounter with my dad and the dispute that we had, and I thought to myself, man, I needed to have this conversation. It put me in a much better headspace, and just doing my thing and working on content with Brother Cal and with the crew that I'm assembling, it lets me know that I really am blessed, because these are things that I've already wrote down in my goals back when I was 25. This was in the beginning of 2018. I want to say like March of 2018, the end of March, that I wrote down my goals, and slowly but surely I'm getting closer to it. So I'm gonna make sure that I keep this momentum going, and I don't fuck up this train. I hate smiling, but there's no reason for me not to smile right now, honestly. I'm in Navy Pier in Chicago. I'm with my beautiful woman, recording this video, and we're just gonna have fun. I said what I needed to say. This is my PS to y'all. All right, I'm out.